Another day, another crap player linked to West Ham United. Fabio Viera from Arsenal has been linked to West Ham. Apparently, we've added him to our list of midfielders, according to Ben Jacobs. We haven't made an approach yet, but there's definitely interest there as we look to sign multiple midfielders. And what can I say? This is a waste of time. Fabio Vieira, I'm sorry. The guy's crap. He's not Premier League standard. I don't think so. I've spoken to a lot of Arsenal fans that agree. They've seen him in an Arsenal shirt. He has been a flop for them. And we need to get out of this mindset of just because a player has played for a club that's up the table, it means they're good enough for West Ham. He's just not it when it comes to the Premier League. I wanted fast and strong players. He's slow and weak. Yeah, he's good at passing, that's for sure. Not great when it comes to taking players on. With passing being one of his big strengths, and being able to unlock defenses and things like that, passing lanes, through balls, all of that good stuff, right, on paper sounds very good, doesn't it? Sounds very good. But when you look at statistically, he went on loan to Porto last season, 4 goals, 4 assists in the Portuguese league. It's not great, is it? After already having a year in the Premier League at Arsenal, even his strongest attributes don't hold up. They don't excite you when you see those stats today in terms of, wow, like, look how creative he is. Obviously, the assist thing, it's obviously not all on him, but even expected assists, if you believe in XG and expected assists and things like that, the numbers aren't massive. So even in his strongest area, we're not getting someone that is going to, I think, massively improve the team and massively solve our creative issues. I think a big part of our creative issues, of course, we need someone that can really create chances for the attack. However, I think pace in the team would be massively beneficial. I don't know what Arsenal are going to be looking for him in terms of a transfer fee, or whether we're going to just do a straight loan. They paid about 35 million quid for him. This is no little cheap option. They're going to want to try and get as much of that back as possible if we sign him. It's just a massive, massive waste of time to me signing this guy. You look at him, the guy's like a stick. He's so skinny. And someone was saying, oh, well, yeah, he can put on weight. Why hasn't he done it now? He's 25 years old. If he was going to bulk up and solve those problems of his physicality and things like that, surely he would have done it by now. He would have done it at Arsenal, surely. He's going to come to West Ham and all of a sudden he's going to realise, you know what, let me put on some size. Let me get a bit stronger. Let me be up to the physicality of the Premier League. This is not what we need. Get it out of your head that just because they've played for Arsenal, they're a good player. They have a lot of crap that should be nowhere near our team. This is not what we're looking for. Why did we bring in Carl McCauley? Why have we tried to go for this data analysis approach and scouting if we were going to sign the likes of Callum Wilson and flipping Fabio Vieira? Like, if we're just going to go to other teams in the Prem that have trash they no longer want, what's the point of that? We might as well sack off Carl McCauley. If this is the extent of the scouting and data, what is the actual point? Someone actually had the gall to tell me that he would be our third best player, a West Ham fan on Twitter. Third best player behind Bowen and Wan-Bissaka. Fabio Vieira, whatever you think of Lucas Paqueta, he could not lace Paqueta's boots. At all. I would much rather keep a hungry, focused Paqueta now his case is done. I would much rather give youngsters a chance than play Fabio Vieira and sign him. It's just so lazy. Where does this come from? Whose idea was it to put him on the list? Is he a Salthouse client? I don't think so. It wouldn't surprise me though. The guy is useless. They want to sign multiple midfielders. Let's go for quality over quantity, please. Get in some talent. What about Harvey Elliott? I would much rather just get Harvey Elliott in and then go and start to promote some youngsters and have Paqueta. And I just think it's a waste of time. Like I said, the guy's not good. He's not up to the Premier League. He really isn't. And it just seems a waste of a signing. Like I said, I always like to say I'll wait until the end of the window to fully judge. But you have to look at the signs, and there's signs for concern so far that things I don't like that I'm hearing. We might not get him. It could be rumor, but I'm just saying if that's true, then we are heading massively in the wrong direction. And we will just still be as much of a boring team as we were last season. Signing just slow, weak players, like watching him get bullied off the ball. Like he's not known for being able to take players on and dribble past players. His dribbling's good when no one's in front of him trying to defend. So Arsenal will be on their knees praying that we're dumb enough to make this transfer. They really will. And it's just really frustrating that we're now nearly in August and we're just adding just random crap like this to the list when we should have had a list prepared going into the opening of the window. We should have had names ready to go. It just seems like we're just starting now. And Cole told me, wait to see the end of the window. You'll be pleasantly surprised. So far, there's nothing pleasant about how I'm feeling about this window. The Wilson deal is... I don't know what's happening with that. I'm hoping that we just forget about it and it doesn't happen. But it just seems like they're waiting for the right moment to announce it when it's sort of going to get the least backlash. Oh, West Ham. Just a good, exciting signing. That's what this fan base needs. Something we can all get behind. Something to really give the fans a lift. So we'll see what happens. Go check out my video that I did with Brian on goalkeepers. We could be getting a goalkeeper this week. I'm hearing it's close. We'll find out who that's going to be, but we go through the 3 top names that we're linked with and we break down those. So I was happy with how the thumbnail came out, if I do say so myself. So please just give it a watch. Brian's always insightful. Great to have him on. It was great to have him back. So like I said, and we'll be back tomorrow as well with the watch along, West Ham versus Everton. And I'll be looking at that starting lineup very closely, Potter. Very, very closely. Do not let me down with this lineup. I do not want to see Ward-Prowse and Rodriguez anywhere near it. You've been warned, my friend. You've been warned.